Hello, everyone, and welcome to Michigan International Speedway, where today we will be starting week one of the HRL Cup Series. We have 8 drivers contending for the championship, and in fact, 4 of them are 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's Joshua Carey, the current points leader, followed by Ortega, who's in 4th, Rodon in 2nd, Kenneth Piquez in 3rd. Ronan Suarez also finds himself in the playoffs. Isaac Herr in that number 53, as well as the 7 car of Kohler McGillen and the 1 machine of CJ Clark. Those are your 8 as qualifying is coming to an end. These drivers are trying to compete for the pole, which grants them 1 point. So right now Joshua Carey will extend his championship lead with that pole point. There are other commentators on their way, but for the moment it is just me. And we are happy to have you. So, in first, it looks like will be our pole sitter is the 81 of Joshua M. Carey, followed by Diego Rodon, Kenneth Piquez, and Alexander Ortega. Last year's champion. Will he be able to win another one? As you can see, there's our top 10. Ryan Stewart, a surprise 9th place. Mike Jensen in 10th. Enoch Hancock in 8th, making also a good start for him. Dylan Smith in 6th, followed by Ronan Suarez. Ronan Suarez in 6th. Dylan Smith is in 7th. Gilbert Ruiz is in 5th. Alexander Ortega 4th. 3rd goes Piquez. 2nd goes Rodon. And 1st gets Carey.
Yes, I love you. I appreciate you. Since you're winning that cane scheme, I hope you wreck out first. Fuck you.
So, I'm going to make one pick while I have you. And then we're going to have Kenneth Piquez be mine. Kenneth Piquez is yet to win in the Cup Series, but he qualified 3rd. He's always up front. He always finds a way to finish somehow on the lead up. He always finds a way to get a good point stay out of a bad day. I think even if he gets into something early here, I think he can find a way to the victory lane. Joshua Carey, who got pole, is quick on this track. He's quick on these types of tracks. And I think that he has a very good shot at it himself. Alexander Ortega also quick. Diego Rodon quick everywhere. Ronan Suarez finds himself in a good spot. Who's not in a good spot are the 1 car and 7 car of CJ Clark and Kohler McGillen. They're outside the top 15. It's not where you want to be if you're battling for a chase spot.
I wish you held hope.
As you can see, our field now sits ready for
Took you
1
so
to green.
long to respond. Come on. Good to process that information. I'm telling you, man, Canes fans, they're so slow.
Hey, good morning, everybody. At the start of this race, I'm going to the bag. Please just be cautious and aware of that. Thank you, and have a good race.
Welcome to
I
the
heard what you
booth.
said, but I was taking
We've
my
gone through the
headphones off
intro,
to
we've
go to
gone
the
through the
bathroom,
starting
so
order.
priority.
Joshua Carey is on pole. 2nd is
Oh, yeah,
Rodon,
100%.
Piquez,
We all
and
got a
Ortega.
mistake. I made a mistake.
Suarez is in 6th. Isaac Herr finds himself in 11th.
Go.
Kohler McGillen and CJ Clark 17th and 18th.
All right. Well, everyone's kind of shuffled around then.
As you can see, there is the points. I think correctly labeled as the chase bubble, but it's in the chase, so it works.
Well, we'll see who can come out and make the biggest impact. I mean, it's race 1 of the playoffs, so there's not.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. There's not a whole lot of pressure, but there is. It's weird.
I You definitely want to start off well. You definitely want to have a good start to the playoffs. If you have a bad start, I mean, that can set the mood for your entire playoff stint.
It definitely can, but I feel, but that's the weird. That's just the weird part about it is it genuinely does feel when a playoff starts. We're green flag racing here. Carey will take the lead as it starts from pole. Everyone kind of stays bunched up, pushing where they can, finding momentum down into turn one. Roldan will make the challenge, but it's gonna say still stay side by side. Roldan is going to clear out of one or out of two. Good job by Roldan, immediately getting that lead and looking to pick up where he left off back in Indy. But I was going to say, it's not the worst thing if you don't have a good race here. Because, I mean, yeah, sure, it may not give you any momentum, but you have time to recover from anything. But simultaneously, if you don't have any momentum going through the rest of the playoffs, oh, Mike Jensen!
And that's
Big
Colin
contact
McGillen!
with the 7. Oh, no! I didn't even realize.
It's the opposite of what you want to have happen.
Is that day done?
That is most likely day done for Colin McGillen.
Wow.
Or anything, but this is why I DM'd you it. This is just why. I'm just giving my explanation. This is why.
So Colin McGillen.
What the hell are we doing? The pace car's up there, folks.
We're gonna go take a look at a replay. We're watching Ryan Schuett, Colin McGillen.
Oh, let's start with Brendan Schuett.
We're gonna have to watch closely on Brendan Schuett here. So
Oh, I got loose.
Brendan Schuett just gets loose and goes into the 13.
Might need a black flag clear right. Decided not to catch up, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry about getting
09 at fault there, and that's day done for the number 7 car of Colin McGillen.
Washing up to get to
Wow. I mean, that is... Okay, now that's kind of a situation
Brilliant
of...
move, mate. Brilliant move.
You really don't want that to happen in the first race. You can afford... When I was saying having a bad start to the playoffs a minute ago, I'm talking like you finish like 12th or 15th if you're a front runner. Not that. My God.
Yeah.
That's brutal. I mean, that's what happens sometimes at a track like this. It is very, if I'm not mistaken, Michigan is very loose just naturally, not even just off setups. It's just the track is naturally very
I'm getting a
loose.
little sleepy right now.
And you could see him
So-
fall immediately off of the
blinked out
top 6. He's no longer in the top 6.
Yeah, wow. I mean, just
My arm's getting a little bit itchy.
that's brutal. Really, that is brutal.
Yeah. Our graphics are unfortunately not playing us. They're not being very nice right now. They're not letting us show the whole top 8. So top 6 is what we're gonna have to go with.
Well, that's
It's like Mike
I'd say that's-
Jensen.
Okay.
Mike Jensen's day is done.
I'd imagine so. He got hit the hardest. His car came off of the ground.
We're gonna watch onboard with Mike Jensen.
I appreciate the rear
Oh.
damage now.
See, does Colin McGillen have anywhere he can go? Oh wow.
No, not at all.
Imagine it could be a little tap.
Just doesn't even see it happening. Nothing he could do.
That is, I mean, that's got to be one of the most unfortunate
It looks
incidents
fine though. You don't seem like you got anything.
possible at this point in the
My spotter
playoffs.
told me I got rear end damage.
Nothing you can do. Absolutely nowhere to go.
Yeah, it's all unfortunate. What are you supposed to do?
Nothing. That's it.
Nothing you can
So
do.
McGillen's gonna have to mentally reset. You've still got 4 more races to pull this off.
Mm.
And admittedly,
Don't you got some acid bullshit?
McGillen
there, dude?
is
From what?
admittedly if
Don't
any
worry,
driver
man.
knows how
Ignore that.
if any
It could be
driver
next year.
knows
It could be right now. He could
when
just
not
fall
to
that
quit,
floor
it's
right
probably
now.
gonna be McGillen. He
Could be
entered
any time, man.
Charlotte last
He
season in
got it. He
ARCA
got it.
down what 20 something points, like 21
Came
points,
off.
Yeah.
and he went into
Came
it. I
off
mean, he didn't
scale
win,
off.
but he exited
No,
that
can't,
race
it's not.
tied for for
We all
the
gotta cut each other
championship.
off.
Mhm.
Did not win it, of course,
I
but
hate people
shows that
named Camden.
anything can happen here.
Yeah.
And
I'd like to take this time to
McGillen's the
say a
guy
good
to
thing
probably
about
bet on that
everybody
if we're going off
right
history.
now.
But
Let
obviously, we got to see what the rest of these drivers do because right now your top 3 runs is Roldan, Carey, and Ortega in the points, and on track.
Mhm.
So we'll see what these drivers have in it or have in them to pull this off. Who wants to go win this race? Lap 4 of 75. We are back racing under green here at Michigan, and it's a rather level start from actually everybody. It looks like got away quite equally there as Joshua Carey side drafts down into turn 1. Diego Roldan trying to hold on to that lead on the inside line, but Joshua Carey's going to have the momentum. He's going to have the angle, and he'll have the drive off of turn 2. I think they made a little bit of contact there. Carey trying to drive it around the outside. They still stay side by side. Roldan side drafting just a little bit. And he'll get down through turn 3. Look at the cars pivot through the corner as they go side by side, still for the lead. Roldan trying not to slide up into him. They're still side by
Oh!
side. They make a little bit of contact. He makes contact again. Carey saves it.
man, he just muscled that guy.
Wow. Okay.
I have to go look at a replay really quick.
Yeah, that was really weird.
Somehow that's going to be called passing the grass.
Not clear the first time, not clear the second time either.
You have to go look.
Let's see.
First time, I agree, I was not clear. Second time, he didn't bother to lift.
Yeah, that's Carey coming down the first time. Roldan comes down the second time, so I mean it's even.
Yeah. Is
You
it worth
guys
the
are
penalty?
ridiculous.
Is the question.
I don't know
Oh.
because the 10 goes around hard into the inside wall. It looks like.
That's just hilarious, man.
Something else just happened in the back. The 10 just came down on the
Oh no!
81.
What the hell? Okay. Let's say it's hard to argue if it is a penalty or not because I mean it's a weird one because what's it called? Carey came down initially, and then that kind of started it, and then Roldan comes down in the end. That provokes the big contact, obviously.
Mhm.
But I mean, I don't know. Anyways, Kenneth Pikus to the lead of the race here. Diego Roldan trying to cross him up and get underneath him. As what has happened to Alexander Ortega, by the way?
He's fallen back. He's still falling backwards. Something must have happened. A lot of stuff is going on in this race already.
Wonder if it's intentional. Maybe dropping back, try and help a teammate.
It could be.
Is this kind of a drafting track? In 75, there goes Hunter Winkler around the outside of Clinton McDonald. These drivers not in a fight in the playoffs, as we're well acquainted to.
Gilbert Ruiz passed the 5 car of Diego Rodan.
Does Roldan have some damage?
Sorry, 81. I'm all wobbly with wheel
He
damage
could.
right now. Didn't mean to block you.
As you can see, with Kenneth Pikus in the lead, he's now only 6 points behind Diego Rodan, who is falling backwards.
That's correct. And does Pikus have a win at the Cup Series level?
He does not once in his career.
Damn, could
Neither
the day
does-
be the day?
Neither does anyone else in the top 6 besides Rodan.
Oh wow. Okay, so this could be adventurous for some of these drivers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've seen this out of PCAS a few times. I mean, I most notably wanted to go to like Vegas or something. Vegas or Auto Club. It's these bigger open tracks that seem to be. It's the bigger open tracks that tighten up on the exits that seem to be kind of a stronghold for PCAS. Is also want to talk about a shock performance. Ronan Suarez has entered the conversation into the top 5. He rode himself out, or obviously wanted to be a contender, but most people I think will write him out as a contender for the championship. But look at this race 1, and he is putting it to the leaders right now. Kenneth Pica's not going to have this lead for very long because here comes Ronan Suarez in the 31, and he will not be able to get that lead yet. But Ruiz is going to give him a bit of a push. Well, Don trying to look underneath the 42. Suarez will look back. Pica's kind of arrow blocks just a little bit.
Around the outside, though, goes Ronan Suarez.
Wow. He did that
Nothing
move
Pica's
to
could do.
get around roll Don, I think.
Nothing
as
Pica's
well.
could do.
This is a drive and a half from Ronan Suarez. As they both drive it into turn 1. Pica's trying to do everything he can to hold on to this lead. But it's just not going to be enough. That outside lane just has too much power compared to the inside here. This is looking like a super speedway race.
The push
It's
goes
bump
to
draft here.
the push goes to Suarez from Ruiz, and as you can see,
31.
Pica's lost the lead and he has fallen down to 5th. That's how much the lead matters here.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, 31-42. Where's Isaac Herr in the 53?
Isaac Herr is in 12th. He just doesn't have the points right now to be in the top 6. He needs to be performing better.
I mean, it's so far not bad. This is the average finish that we like, or average running position, I think, similar to what we've actually have for Isaac Herr. So this is not a terrible run. I just want
It's
to point
not.
out a better run than usual. Alex Martinez.
Yeah, Alex Martinez is running currently in the 11th position, getting pushed by Isaac Herr, actually.
I think everyone settled into the idea that they just need to be working together instead of just battling. Well, maybe the leaders haven't figured that out yet, but I think everyone's of the impression.
Well, if you lead the most laps, you're gonna get an additional 3 points. So if you're battling for the championship, those are extremely important 3 points.
Every point matters.
Yes, it does. And I mean, you can tell with Pica's. Pica's at one point was only 5 behind Rodon. Now he's down to 6th place and he's 15 points behind.
Yeah. I mean, even with the gaps that there are right now, this is only one race. There's still so much more that can happen across the season. As speaking of it only being one race, Kohler McGillen in the booth with us here. I mean, is there anything that can be said for the level of misfortune that you just experienced?
If I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all, dude.
I mean, there's literally we watched the onboard from your POV. There's literally nowhere to go. You try to avoid the incident that's happening in front of you, and then the second you turn the wheel to the right to get out of the way, Mike Jensen's right in your face.
I know. Dude, that's just been my season so far, dude.
Well, if that's been your season, if that's been your season, you still made the playoffs. So clearly,
Yeah, I don't know.
can't keep
Somehow
you down forever.
Somehow I'm in the playoffs, but was it now 5 DNFs?
Yeah.
Something like that.
It's too many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta get that number down, man.
Yo, Ronan, just let him pass. He's already destroying his tires.
I just feel going at it right here. Joshua Carey going. What a battle this is. Joshua Carey versus CJ Clark.
Joshua Carey trying to rebound from his 2 incidents, with one with the 10, the one with the 5. There's a lot.
I mean,
work to go.
I don't want to like. I mean, I'll say it and I'm gonna jinx it. I know it, but I mean, hey, if it happens, it happens. The odds that we run green all the way to the end are low, and I get that. But what if today is that day? How bad would that probably be for Carey? Because I mean, he's -9. He's about to be -8 after that. Whoa, he got sideways. He's gonna better be -8 with this move on Michael Wolf.
Suarez loses the lead to Ruiz.
He's -7. Oh, he made 2 moves that lap.
He passed CJ Clark and Wolf up to 16th. Sorry, 15th. Just passed Evan Lamont for 14th. Joshua Carey is on the move.
I've heard rumors that Ortega is trying to save fuel.
Interesting.
is the reason why he's in 8th place.
Yeah, we
Well,
we
see,
were wondering
they
if that was intentional.
It had to
That's what I've heard at least. Is he's fuel saving.
from various sources.
So Joshua Carey's
Well,
gonna pass 2 more spots. He's gonna be at -5 now.
he's climbing. I mean, he could take the lead of the championship without even taking the lead of the race right now.
Yeah, that's the benefit of winning the pole and entering already with a 3-point buffer. By winning the pole, he created a 4-point buffer because that's a guaranteed point that he cannot lose. And he led a lap, which is another point that he cannot lose, no matter what
Whoa.
happens.
The little push down the straightaway got squirrely there and almost got away from Carey. Little dangerous there. But everything at the, I will say, everything at the front has calmed down substantially. This order has not changed
No.
in a few laps, but they're all running different lines. That's really cool to see, actually.
It's working
Everyone
out.
chose their own line and ran it.
We're gonna hop on the onboard of Diego Rodon, currently in first.
Almost on the wall. Well, was on the wall, actually. Just drives it in. I love how, you know, I'll always be a road course first guy, but I truly do love how smooth wheel inputs are on ovals. Because, I mean, it genuinely does demonstrate some of the most control you can have in a car and some of the most confidence you can have in a car, that you can really just do, you place it where you want it. And you're not killing the tires doing it. You're driving the way that you need to get the most out of the car. Speaking of driving the way you need to get the most out of the car, Diego Rodon on the outside of Hancock and Suarez in one corner. He is through into P2 from 4th, and he may be going now for the lead. Here
Wow.
comes Roldan,
He's tired of waiting.
apparently. And I mean, I guess if he sit around in 4th for a while, that's gonna happen.
And as you're gonna see, he jumps up to +6 now on the cut line. Ortega made a pass, made it -5, as he's now in a big gaggle of cars.
A group of cars that seem to be battling more than they're doing anything.
Yeah, they are losing a bit of ground up ahead on Ronan Suarez in that 4th position. We got passed by Enoch Hancock. Ronan Suarez needs the points. He needs the points.
Oh yeah. This is a place. Whoa! This is a place where you need to start off good early, because I mean, or if you're further down, I mean, you need to start off good early. So here comes Ortega around the outside. These drivers love this move.
Yeah,
They just love going around the outside at turn 1.
it works for them.
I have yet to see one move be made like that and it not go well. He's already on the back of Suarez. Wait, how did Suarez get this far back
I
that
think
quick?
Suarez may have killed his tires by pushing up so far, so fast.
I think you might just be onto something.
So Suarez is going to be losing spots and losing points, losing those very valuable points. As Diego Rodon makes a pass for the lead on the inside.
Has Roldan seen Ortega start coming up through the field and decide that now is the time I need to start going?
Well, he doesn't know this, but we do. They're tied on points as they run. With Rodon's in
is
second
true.
place. Rodon made the pass for first, so now he's going to gain points on Alexander Ortega.
He gained a pretty fair amount, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's going to be a good bonus. We're about to see it. It's going to be 8 points. Wow.
Jesus.
That's how much winning matters. Winning gives you a big bonus.
One could only imagine. And here comes Ortega already making the pass on Enoch Hancock. Well, trying to, rather. Will Hancock leave that outside lane open? I think in some sense it's not hard to defend here.
No?
You just drive the outside, take a later arc, and then you have the exit speed. And you're gonna, I mean, you can pretty easily force someone to your inside down onto turn 1. It's not as if that's been difficult so far.
Mm-hmm.
They go down in turn 1. Yeah, then Hancock gets down there. Ortega's gonna have to get some momentum here.
Ruiz back to the lead, by the way, and that
Oh wow.
brings the chase. That brings the championship battle back to a tie. As Carey gaining spots in the back half of the field is making himself only 1 point behind. It's currently a 3-car battle for the championship. Any of these 3 could win it.
Well, it takes Carey getting one more move done, and we have a 3-way tie for the championship.
Yeah. And I must admit that's a very likely possibility. He's gaining on Alex Fox right now. And that's in 10th. It's quite a big distance to get close.
It is, but it's been a great comeback so far from Carey.
For someone who was leading and then lost the lead to situations that he partially put himself in, but not entirely. And then another situation with a non-championship car that sent him even further in the back.
So the first move on the inside lane that just worked.
That's how Rodon's been passing Ruiz this entire time. It's been working on the inside for him, not really for anyone else. As he's only +5 this time when taking the lead because Alexander Ortega is still climbing. And he's into
Ortega's
the
in the
wall.
wall. A little mistake there from the 28. He's done a lot of work to get up here, and now he's going to almost fall by. He does fall behind Jacob
Do that shit
Morrissey.
again, you're going around, dude. Racing for a championship. My God.
Ooh.
Not happy with the block that 17 put on him.
Definitely not. You can hear the frustration there, but we're not exactly strangers to it.
Don't know why you're mad about that.
Heard it before as Ortega trying to side draft, doing everything he can to try to hold it to these cars on the outside, but that outside momentum is just so strong that you can't do anything about it. Ortega drives it into the corner. He's going to try and get a slide job here. Knock Hancock lifts up just enough, but he's not going to have enough momentum to hold it off the outside. And now there's a very good chance he kind of gets trained here by Morrissey. Never mind, Morrissey does not have the momentum to get it done. As Ortega is falling back, you can definitely see a bit of struggle. He drives it in again, tries another slide job. Is he going to slide up in front and clear him? Yeah, yes, he is.
Wow. And I do want to point out
Aggressive, but clean.
that Rodon has gained more points to the cut line because he just surpassed the number that is needed to currently have the most laps led, which is an additional 3 points. And now the gap is 7 points.
Oh, neat. I'm glad that's like a part of the tally.
Yeah.
Obviously, see if Roldan can keep that going. He's on a run of dominance right now in Cup after Indy. I mean, what a display that was at the Brickyard, and now trying to do it at a much different kind of track.
27 fitting is fine.
A similar length. It
Here,
sounds like the 27
hitting.
car. That's Enoch Hancock.
They're gonna try and split into one stop. Oh my God!
It's gonna be interesting
At
pit
least I
strategies.
think they will.
This is aiming to be a short race if we don't have any cautions.
Yeah, it is. And so far, hey, drivers are doing good. Keep it going, please. I have faith.
We're approaching the halfway point. It'll be. Looks like we're aiming for a time about 50 minutes of race time. It's a
Okay.
good number.
Oh, bunch of drivers into the pits. Jacob Morrissey and Enoch Hancock. Listen, I need a dexterity check on all these drivers, and I need them to roll 20s. Because that's probably the best way we're going caution free to the end here.
We gotta hope that these drivers can enter pit road cleanly.
Actually, yeah, that's what the dexterity check's for.
So as these pit cycles go through, the chase bubble is going to change significantly, and if we get a caution in the middle of it, that could freeze that chase bubble in that way. As
Could be a worst
currently,
nightmare scenario for some of the drivers.
most of them, nearly all of them, except for Kohler McGillen and Isaac Kerr, are in the top 10. Kohler McGillen because he's out, Isaac Kerr because he's in 11th. But he's
Isaac
about
Kerr's
to
knocking
gain
on the
time.
door of it though.
He is. As here comes our first playoff driver entering the pit road.
I mean, this is tough if you're Suarez, because I think, judging by what we're seeing from Roldan and Ortega and Ruiz and all these drivers that are still going, is the shred.
Our pit in the time.
Never mind. They can't save to the end. This is a two-stop. So
This
what
is-
is the play here?
This is gonna be interesting. It sounds like the 5's coming as well.
Is Ortega trying to call his bluff?
We have a lot of
He's not.
pitters.
He's slowing down. Okay, so
Ortega, Picas, Rodon, all on the pit lane. This is a crowded pit lane right now.
yes, it is. This is. Could we call this the money stop? This feels like one of the most important ones.
This is absolutely an important stop. You cannot have a mistake here. You're gonna lose so much time.
This could be. This is make or break. This
The
could
42
be a decider.
Out overruns the 5 overruns his
81
pit box by a
Oh
lot.
wow! Roldan, huge
Well
mistake, and when you can't make it,
When's he gonna come off?
see if
That's
he
the big
maybe
question.
short stops.
How do we? I mean, Ortega out first.
Ortega must
Rodon.
have taken. Roldan's going the whole stop.
Ah,
He
that's
believes.
that's horrible for him. That mistake is sending him to the back.
I think that was a bit more than just.
He might have changed his pit. He might have changed it to add maybe 4 tires instead of 2, since he's really going to go to the back. I don't know.
Maybe. That might be the right call.
Seemed like a
But,
very
I
long
mean,
pit
that's-
stop.
Yeah, some of the others felt like they were out in 34, 35 seconds. That was a 50-second run through pit road
Yeah.
for Roldan. Extra 15 seconds off of some of these guys. So, I mean, this... I don't know what the strategy call is there, but CJ Clark also staying out here. Trying to just...
Trying to stay out as long as he can. He might be going for the
Is
fuel
he?
mileage run here.
I mean, if he can do 2 more, he's in the window.
Yes, he is.
Granted, is it going to be quick? No, not by any means, but this very well could be. The thing is, I don't know how these drivers didn't save more. You have draft.
I
You
don't
have a
know.
lot of draft.
They might have not been expecting the green flag pit stops with their early caution. They might have been expecting more cautions, so they went hard. And here,
Oh,
CJ
you're
Clark's gonna
right.
pit.
Yeah, Clark's not making it to the end, I don't think. Also, simultaneously,
Sorry,
even if
I'm
they
good.
did make it to lap 40, that would not be enough because they did take that caution at the beginning, which gave them extra fuel. So they gave them a 4-lap window of extra. So this realistically is like a 32-lap stint.
Yeah.
So that's how that plays out. Now,
This is the battle of the
CJ
inherited lead.
oh shit, you're right. Where
Hunter
in the world is
Winkler,
Ortega in all this?
Enoch Hancock, Ronan Suarez.
Sorry, Fox. Sorry,
Ortega, by staying out just a little bit longer, made him fall a second behind these guys because of the tire fall off.
Wow. Let's see. I mean, let's see if it's enough to. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's enough to claw back because it's not really that big of a deficit, in all honesty.
Yeah. There he is.
But unless these 3 work together,
Just hiding behind the graphic there for a second, but he's back there. Doesn't have help. That's the main thing, is that he doesn't have help directly around him, so he does not really have the draft. He does have the fresher tires, but is it enough? The catch.
I'm going to use the Nordschleife as reference here, but the distance for tow in iRacing is like 0.8 to 1.1 seconds, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's teetering on the edge of it when it comes to Suarez. But I'm not sure.
He seems to be. And as they run right now, Ortega is your championship leader.
Hold on, minus 11.
That's how much the
How
mistake can cost him.
crucial that mistake
And he
will
has
come
to
to be.
he has to really hope that these drivers don't end up gaining the most laps lead point that he currently holds.
Yeah, sure. Well, I mean,
As-
if these 3 bite it out, then I mean, pretty likely.
I mean, he led, I think, 10 laps, so all these drivers have to do is lead about 10-ish laps. Igor Rodon
That's
currently in a huge
Whoa.
mess of cars. They're 4 wide.
This is, I mean, wow, what is this? Don't wreck it. Stay clean. Nathan Smith getting banging doors with Michael Wolf, Alex Martinez, CJ Clark. They go into the corner 3 wide, and they fan out into 2, into 1. Now single file. Wow. That was
That
incredible.
had to have been scary for CJ Clark. If they
I
had
can
come
only,
up
yeah, I
into
can
him.
only imagine hearing 4 wide on the outside.
That would have been bad. Here,
That
earlier in the
was,
ARCA race had a
wow.
run-in with a 3 wide pass, so he's no stranger to these big gaggle of cars wrecking him out. Pika is at the back of this group. He's currently minus 15 to the bubble, to the championship.
Gotta get Volunteer as everyone. I will point this out. Alex Fox having a very good run. I don't know when the last time we could say that name was here in
This is his
HRL.
second start of the season. The first start being the first race of the season, way back in April.
Yeah, that sounded right.
It's been about
Yeah,
4
so
months
Alex
since we last saw
Fox.
him.
Well, certainly returning with some vengeance apparently, because running here in 6th, trying to look for 5th.
This is the track where he won last year. He won Michigan last season.
Oh wow, okay.
Ortega
No,
is making a pass for second.
making the most of those tires.
He has caught them, and he's going to catch Enoch Hancock. I'd be shocked if he doesn't get past Enoch Hancock. He grows his lead over Joshua Carey. Now, if I were Joshua Carey, I would be hoping for a caution. I would be hoping for a caution so I can get back up and use the speed that I know that I have.
Oh, absolutely. But simultaneously, these drivers, they're so spread out. It feels like the odds of a caution are next to nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And so they make contact down the straightaway. And Hancock trying to side draft Alexander Ortega. They make a little bit of contact again. Ortega gets it put on his door. And he'll clear down into the lead through into turn 1. And Alexander Ortega trying to pick up the pieces and will take the lead as Suarez jumps into second. Enoch Hancock hit the wall there. Marcy trying to follow in suit.
When you cut up like right in front of my nose, I had to check up so much just to avoid hitting the wall.
It's Ronan Suarez.
Yeah, Ortega's got like 2 cheap passes on me because he'll throw in a fly job and then park in on my nose, so I just go straight.
Listening to Enoch Hancock there.
Get the push. We can.
So yeah,
work
drivers
together.
are not, I don't think, happy with the etiquette being used at the front of the field right now.
Fine.
No. And yeah, Ortega also gained his first lap lead, which gives
Alright,
him
here
an
comes the big
additional
push.
point that he will carry out the
Yeah.
rest of the race. So, again, these all important points. You get one for leading a lap. That's what CJ Clark did earlier as well by staying out long. He led laps. He got that point.
So he did. I wonder if that's the strat, so he can try to collect most laps led points. If he can stay out that long.
It'd be very impressive if he gets most laps led points in the position he's in, currently in 20th.
How funny that would be. I kind of hope that happens. That'd be actually hilarious.
Yeah.
He'd have to win though, because he's led what, 4 laps now?
Fish.
And
So-
what was Rodon's most? 10?
Rodon led 13. Clark is
Oh,
led
never mind.
3.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah.
I'm curious what the
Leaders,
actual
whenever
strategy
y'all
is
get to
here.
Me, I'm just gonna stay high.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's a 2-stop, obviously. They've done the 1. When do you take the 2?
I don't know. I mean, I just wonder when
Because
CJ Clark is going to
realistically-
pit.
The 2. Maybe he's gonna try and go to the end.
Let's see. I mean, let's see how long it would have to be. Last pit lap 36, so he would have to run 39
40?
laps on a single tank of gas. 39 green flag laps on a single tank of gas. I don't know if he can do that. Let's listen to him.
He just did 32. Yeah, that's save mode.
Yeah. It's
Can
not,
they actually do it?
unfortunately for him, he doesn't have any draft that's pulling him along, so he is losing. He's running currently about a second slower than the rest of the pack. He is in a big time save mode.
If he had draft, I mean, I think if he had draft, I'd say it's possible to save.
Hmm.
But because he doesn't have draft, that
Woohoo,
does
get
severely throw out the conversation of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll see what happens. He might be able to figure out a way, one way somehow.
Whoa. I will say impressively, Pikus and McDonald have gained some substantial ground.
Yeah. Pika's here, I think, about to gain a spot in the championship. There he goes, up to 4th.
I'll also bring up the fact that Ruiz, Winkler, Fox have all, or no, not Fox, but Winkler and Enoch Hancock actually have lost substantial ground to.
Whoa.
Oh my God, Ruiz! Have all lost substantial ground to Alexander Ortega. You know who hasn't?
Ronan Suarez.
Ronan Suarez. What a day for the 31 car.
He's doing quite good. He's doing very good. That's what he needs in order to win
Whoa.
the championship. He entered in with a 21-point deficit by being the last car in on points. So this is the kind of performance that he's gonna need. He's gonna need top 3 performances nearly every single week in order to close that deficit, let alone win the championship. Of course, his main championship rival though is still in the lead. Kenneth Pikas gains another spot on Hunter Winkler. It's Clinton McDonald and Kenneth Pikas just carving their way through the field. It's very impressive to see.
This is a train and a half. Here comes Pikus and McDonald going through for third.
This would be
We try to
third.
block it. There's not enough room.
They can get it, and looks like they will.
Ford's working together by any means possible, and they currently will go up
can give me the
into
bottom,
third
that'd
and
be great.
fourth. Pikus and McDonald. What a this is
Something happened to
an unexpected duo.
Ronan Suarez. We're gonna look at a replay here. This is a replay. Ronan Suarez, he gets really tight into the wall,
Damn, that's tough.
and he's
I'm
lost.
not in a race here, just holding my momentum.
Now, does McDonald and Pikus pick up Suarez? Like a 3-car tandem to catch the leader.
Looks like Ronan Suarez is hovering just right around 1 second back.
They're still doing it. They're still doing the draft strategies. McDonald is going lower. Pikus is going higher to get the exit. This is beautiful.
Anchor in the playoffs virtually.
We're right on board with Pikas.
Look at this. This is awesome.
Dang, an anchor made it.
Ooh, he's loose.
And it is working. These two are the fastest duo on track. They're currently running. Actually, this past lap, Gilbert Ruiz was fastest. But the lap before, they were the fastest duo on track.
It is extremely dependent on Pikus because, yeah, look at that. Dirty air right there. So if you can't get that, rolled on into pit road. Oh, getting the stop done out of the way
Short-pitting.
early. So this is going to be interesting because I think here's the weird thing also.
He needs a clean stop here. Let's see if he gets it.
Definitely
Yes.
need a clean stop. In iRacing, you can choose how much fuel you put in the car, right? Like in terms of like it can be like
Yeah.
to the liter.
Mm-hmm.
So if you save enough fuel, even if you're at the front, you have a substantially shorter pit stop. And you can jump, I mean, God knows how many positions.
Mm-hmm.
So I do wonder if that's a part of the goal here for some of these drivers. I mean, I guess Roldan is not taking that route. Well, Clint McDonald, Jesus.
I think Clinton McDonald may have used up his tires. It seems he's losing ground and his drafting partner has left him.
It was inevitable. What a fun few laps that was, though, for those two. I mean, they went from what, like 8th and 7th respectively, up to 3rd, and then at one point they
Whoa.
were 3rd and 4th. Whoa, my God, Ruiz.
Struggling. He has done that a couple times already.
The outside wall bites back. Don't hit it.
Yeah.
And I think that's the message that Reese's spotter is telling him right now. And he's doing very well to avoid it right now, but he's gotten close.
Nathan Smith on pit road. I just want to point out Carey, once the ticker resets, Carey is
27
gaining
sitting is fine.
on Enoch Hancock, who's pitting. But Carey
Also going around
was at an 8-second deficit to the leader, and now he's at a 4-second deficit to the leader.
Jesus.
He
Christ.
is the fastest car on track.
With no draft, by the way.
Yeah, very limited draft. If any, I don't think he's getting any, but there's a spread out field ahead of him, and a 27 car is entering pit road. There's a 42 as well. Yeah, it's a 42 as well. These two win contenders.
Can you go low, Ian?
He locked it up, but no speeding penalty.
No call out 42.
14. Almost got in the way of Picus there. Picus now chasing down Ronan
That was
Suarez.
a bit late, but I think that was on me.
14.
CJ Clark into the pits.
14, stay low.
All right.
So that's
strategy over.
there goes the long run strategy.
Yep.
Maybe someone will try to squeeze it in and
12
try to.
sitting is fine.
Suarez bidding.
Can't make
It's
any
gonna have to
mistakes.
play out the exact same way.
I think they're short pitting. I think they're trying to get the jump. They know how much the tires matter.
They have to.
Or
Well,
do
I
you?
don't. This is such a weird spot. Do you take tires?
I mean, I would. There's such a huge tire fall off. CJ Clark might not have taken tires. He had a 33-second time on pit lane. Let's
Or
see what
took two.
Ronan Suarez gets. Ronan Suarez is still on
Hitting the
pit road.
sound.
Ronan Suarez is. Yeah, I think that CJ Clark either took no tires or right sides only
Big car.
because
I'm all by myself.
he was 5 seconds faster on pit lane than Ronan Suarez.
I'm gonna. And Winkler in a 41-1. I think you might be right.
Everyone's over 33. That was a strategy call by CJ Clark.
See if it
Front
pays
camera,
off.
I want you to
7
take a
second
note of
difference
that
between
prediction.
him and Isaac.
Don't take
Arca-
it.
Oh, and not
Oh
Hancock!
my gosh.
Make contact with
Bro, that
Ruiz
was
there.
not
That
very
was
lucky.
scary.
I didn't realize you
Wow.
got the top side of him.
Phew.
That could have been our first or our second caution of the day right there.
They kept it going though. They kept it going. That's what you gotta do.
Absolutely. Drivers doing
I had, like,
everything they
already
can to
committed
keep
to
going.
on the top
Picus
of the
is
basket, but I'm like,
slow.
oh crap, 42
I think he's
right
saving.
behind
Let's
him.
see. It's a difference in tires, a difference in fuel strategy.
Oh, right. Oh, that's the tire difference. Damn. Okay.
I think it
thought
also
was a
could
little
be
bit
that
smaller than that.
Picas has to save the drivers in front of him doesn't. He might be on a saving strategy.
Marcy in the pit road.
So is Ryan Schuett, both in the top 10 prior to their pit.
Well, Don was also one of the first to pit, by the way, and he was like 12 seconds back or something.
And here's two fresh tires
Ortega.
blowing past Ortega.
That's the pace difference. Wow. Okay. So, I mean, it's going to come back, though. That's the thing. It's going to come back. So I think this is net lead Hancock and Ruiz.
Let's see.
I mean, it will be.
Yeah,
if
Diego Rodon
Ortega's
is
to have
behind
another
them.
lap.
So yeah, I think actually Ronan Suarez is ahead of these drivers, and he pit. Ronan Suarez is the leader of the pit. Of those who have pit.
I think Suarez is going to be the leader overall.
Yeah.
Someone else coming into pit road. I don't know who that was that just called that out.
Someone going down is Alexander Ortega.
Imagine it had to come soon. So we'll see now where everyone cycles out down pit road. This is a make or break stop, no mistakes. He would have directly seen Roldan overshoot his pit box in his windshield. Does he mirror that mistake now when it matters most, or does he stay collected
Perfect.
into a stall? And it's a good stop. Ortega doing what he needs to. It's right sides. Maybe fuel, we'll find out. Watch that timer in the bottom right. Watch that timer. The left sides are going up. It's 4 tires and fuel for Alexander Ortega. And it's quicking out 30. It'll be 40 by the end.
38.6
for Alexander Ortega. Let's look at where these drivers are. I think first cut to Suarez.
There
surely.
goes
Yeah,
Enoch Hancock and Ruiz. And
They gotta put up a fight.
Suarez is all the way.
Oh,
over
wow.
here.
Does Suarez have what it takes to shock the world with a big win?
You weren't here because in the intro I did say my win pick is Suarez. I did pick Suarez before the race began. I think this is the race where he finally gets what he needs to win the championship, and it's a win. It's hard to win a championship without a win.
It definitely is, but I mean, a win is always such a breakthrough feeling because as a driver, it feels like you've finally done it. You've reached that top level. You've broken that performance barrier that maybe you had prior.
Look how close Kerry was to Pica's.
Wow. Okay. So Kerry has done work
Yeah.
to get here. I'd tell you what, if Kerry wins this,
If
I mean, I know
Kerry,
it's,
yeah.
it's a low chance, but I mean, hey.
Kerry at this point, I think is trying to rebound the points that he's lost. Can't
He's
make a
certainly doing
mistake.
that right now.
He got in. I thought he went too far.
Yeah, I thought he was a bit far forward, but fair enough.
So inheriting the lead now is Michael Wolf and a Rojan Koch. Let's listen in. Is he on a saving strategy? I did notice Joshua Carey 34.9.
Definitely not saving. 34.8. He's trying to get back points. Kerry's doing what he can. There's also, I do want to point out, the gap between Suarez and Ortega is 4 seconds. 4 seconds, you can lose a quarter of a tenth over the next 13 laps, and you can lose a quarter of a second over the next, each lap for the rest of the race. You can't lose more than that. Suarez is going to have to put in work if he wants to make this happen.
Look at the pace difference here.
It's 2.5 seconds.
Just look at the pace difference though. Ronan Suarez pit, I believe, 1 lap after these guys. So there's definitely a pace difference. But how much should these guys hold Ortega up?
I think that's going to be the big difference. Is these two are going to have to put up a fight, because where can Ortega go? He goes down the middle. He's not going to wait around. Here comes Ortega down to the bottom, not letting him get side draft. 10 laps to go, or 11 laps to go. Sorry. Ortega clears through into what will be net P2. And Ruiz is sideways. How did he save that? What?
Impressive. That was
2.5
crazy.
seconds. 2.5 or 2.8, I don't know. It's kind of flipping back and forth. It's hard to tell. But when Wolf comes in, we'll know. These two are going at it right now. Ruiz is battling a loose handling race car. But Enoch Hancock will slide through, and he'll get into the fourth. Well, it will be third. Ruiz is not done though. And we saw how easily that Ortega was able to clear off and drive away from them. He's got to do that exact same thing and get up to Suarez. There's 10 laps to go. Pikas drives it in to get by Roldan, and Roldan doesn't really put up much of a fight to deal with it.
Yeah, I think Roldan just has the tires are just too far of a difference for him to even have a chance to put up a fight. Pikas sets his sights on Dylan Smith up ahead. He needs every point he can get. He's coming from behind. If you're coming from behind, you really need to get the points.
This could be that was Michael Wolf, I think.
I believe so.
It's the last driver not to pit. There's 8 laps to go. if you're Ronan Suarez, you're looking at that lap counter
There he is.
and you're staring in your mirror because you know what's lurking.
It's
You know
almost
what is waiting.
it's almost to a second. I don't think it's possible for Ronan Suarez to hold on here.
I mean, I don't know. It's scary to think because I mean, you're so close. A second and a quarter. Because the thing, and we always say it, it's one thing to catch someone, it's another thing to pass them. But
Mhm.
when you are, what, a third of a second quicker a lap? What can you do to defend against that?
Yeah, this past lap, Alexander Ortega 0.7 seconds faster.
He's half a second quicker. Just through the first 3 corners. Suarez is going to have to put up an almighty fight or hope for a caution, something to throw off this gap, because Ortega is just gaining. Look at how differently he's able to take the corners. You can just see that Ortega can just get more rotation out of the car off these tires. Suarez, loose, trying to get the slipstream off of Michael Wolf. He goes to the inside. Wolf being aggressive, or not Wolf being aggressive, Suarez being aggressive. Ortega's going to get in the dirty air now.
He's here.
As I think that hindered Suarez just a bit. 7 laps to go. What does Suarez have in it? Will he take the draft from Michael Wolf? No, Ortega will, though. Ortega has the momentum down the straightaway. He cuts down the block. Ortega goes to the top. That's probably what he wanted to have happen here. They go side by side. Ortega trying to take the lead and the win away from Suarez. He'll do just that. He clears off into 2.
And that's all she wrote for Ronan Suarez. He can't do anything to fight back. The tire difference is way too much.
It was worth a shot if you're Suarez. It took everything to just get in this position. He's been running up front all race. But it's just moments like these. Ortega is tight.
Up into the wall as Gilbert Ruiz gave a position to Kenneth Piquez, who also passed 27. Kenneth Piquez is on the move.
He was one of the later pitters along with Carey, who is kind of coming with him here. What a return drive here, I guess, been for Carey. He fell back as far as what? He was in the 20s, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he fell back all the way to 21st at one point.
Jesus.
So this is quite the comeback drive for the 81.
You need it's drives like these that keep you in championships. Because today, I mean, you could have walked away today if you don't make that up with a 20-point deficit in the championship, like Roldan.
Yeah.
But instead, there's a very good chance you walk away minus like 6. If you keep going like you're going now.
I mean,
minus 7 is probably a bit more fair.
It's always unfortunate to lose the points lead, especially when you enter with it. But at the same time, you gotta, as long as you keep yourself in the game, there's always something that can happen at the next race. The next race is Richmond. It's a toss-up. It's a short track. Short tracks can get a bit crazy.
I've learned that plenty of times. As drivers, doing what they can to just get to the end of this race. And Suarez, it's going to be a mix of bipolar emotions, because on one end, Suarez is going to probably be gutted to not have won this race, to be so close. He may not even finish second. I mean, if McDonald really gets after it here, then he may not even, he may finish as far back as 3rd, maybe 4th.
Yeah, it's 2 laps. 2 laps to go. I don't think he'll lose it. That'd be close.
No. Realistically, no. But, I mean, anything can happen. Suarez can make a mistake. Who knows?
Piquez gets past Fox.
Up to 4th. But then you have the likes of the fact that you're going to finish 2nd. You just came into the playoffs as a driver that people probably would write off for a championship. And you're going to finish 2nd. And you put a good fight to the winner.
Except
in terms of making them work for it.
I do want to point out, he is the fan favorite. We had a poll earlier this week, and he was chosen by the fans as the fan favorite to win the championship, followed by Diego Rodon.
Everyone wants. It's not a Cinderella story, is it?
No. I mean, well, it could be. We could consider it like a Cinderella story. He's made almost 40 starts in HRL between ARCA and Cup, and has never once won a race. He has found himself this time for the very first time in the chase, able to battle for a championship. But let's talk about Alexander Ortega, who
Absolutely.
dominated at the end. Some type
It's
of contact in
been
the back. Hold on, we're good.
not gonna call it. It hasn't been flag to flag, but it has been a strong showing. Alexander Ortega
GG's
will
Ortega,
open this
great win.
championship
I have
battle
nothing
up
for you.
the way that he needs to. Ortega will win at Michigan
Yep.
on
for
a
speaker, I
rather
almost had it.
dominant
I literally missed my
display.
pit box. If I didn't do that,
I mean, the pace was there always, and you could tell.
Yeah, you messed
Jacob
up on pit road
Morrissey,
twice, and I'm very
or no, Hunter
green
Winkler
all the
will
way.
finish
That's
7th,
killer.
but
Yo,
and Diego
dude, there's a spot
Roldan is
for
far
both of us.
back, as I'm not even sure what position he even
I'm not
finished
letting
in.
you get that spot on the last lap like that.
But we look back to every playoff driver
You should.
Yeah, thank you guys.
who will get their finish. CJ Clark crashing across the
All three of y'all
line.
should have wrecked.
Drivers that will
Like,
be
Hunter deserves
fuming
credit
after
way more
this
than we
race
did.
with how it went. Drivers that will be over the moon with how this race went.
Ryan Shewitt, I now have a broken leg.
It will all boil over at Richmond.
I hope you enjoyed that, CJ.
Looks like Ortega saluting the fans, or maybe doesn't want to burn out. But following Richmond, it's three
God, that
intermediates:
right front's so far off the ground.
Kansas, Atlanta, Charlotte.
It's not have fuel.
Seems like
We
Alex
turned him on
Martinez
pit road.
congratulating him. Just wanted to do a little nose bump.
We'll see if he does a burnout here. Yep, you can see him turning the wheel, getting ready to light up the rears. There it is, Alexander Ortega. He has done it again and puts himself as the championship favorite exiting Michigan. He came in second in points, and he'll leave in first with Kerry in second.
Mm-hmm.
The teammates swap spots.
And Kerry, I just want to point out, has continued his 15 race top 10 streak. And a
Wow.
very impressive streak.
Is it the entire season?
Yes, the entire season hasn't once finished outside of the top 10. Dylan Smith
Jesus.
as well, now on a 7 race top 10 streak.
Congratulations to both of them. That is impressive as hell.
Yeah. Alex Fox returns for a 5th. Ronan Suarez an impressive 2nd. Kenneth Piquez up to 4th. Hunter Winkler, Enoch Hancock, Gilbert Ruiz all battling in the top 10. All race long, find themselves finishing in the top 10. Diego Rodon with an unfortunate pit stop that he kind of caused himself with a mistake ends up sending him to 11th. As we're going to bring the driver who finished 2nd into the booth. It's Ronan Suarez. How'd you do it? How'd you
Hello.
finish 2nd?
Well, let's just say I love Michigan. I mean, Michigan is my favorite track in the O'Reilly car, and I always tend to do like so well. I think my average finish in it in league races is like 2 point something. It's just insane. I always
Damn.
tend to finish well here. I absolutely love the pit strategy of us trying to overtake each other by short pitting. That was great. And overall, I mean, really clean racing amongst a lot of these guys up front.
One caution.
Yeah, only one caution, so it's great. A strong start to the chase, and I'm looking forward to next weekend.
I bet.
Well-
How strong do you feel at Richmond, which is the next race following this one?
Well, I don't even remember where I finished last season in Richmond. I know that I got spun, but I managed to make my way up a little bit. But I think I should do fairly well there. I also do okay at Richmond. I did do some truck races in the C-Fix. Those were fine. I
Mhm.
haven't done it. I haven't done B-Fix yet. I still have to do that today or this week. Um, but yeah, it's just going to be a matter of keeping those top 5 finishes and top 3 finishes going, and it'll be a solid finish for the championship.
I bet. Give me
Well,
a
I
question.
mean, it's it's gotta be a confidence booster
For sure.
going forward.
Absolutely. I mean, like, I showed the speed at Indy with that P3 finish, and then now P2 here at Michigan. Both of them are really fast tracks as well. So I'm hoping to keep that momentum into a much slower, shorter track coming into Richmond.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, even if you don't, the next 3 races after Richmond are all just intermediates.
Yeah,
So
I mean, yeah, Kansas. I'm not quite sure on Kansas, but Atlanta. That's going to be a great race. I remember last season, me and Ortega and Carey were all battling it out for, I think it was second or third place, but like each of us had a different strategy and we were just duking it out on the final lap. But hope that goes well. I really like old Atlanta as well, so that should be fun.
Mhm.
Um, and then Charlotte, I'm not quite sure about that. That's an iffy because I still have to practice that.
there's certainly plenty of time to do so. But I have nothing left to add.
Well,
Ice, what about you?
it's your second place finish. How do you feel about coming so close so many times and you just haven't been able to do it?
Well, I think it's safe to say that it's getting there. It's getting close to a win. So I really hope that we can get one maybe this season. If not, then we'll come back next season stronger.
I hope you're able to find your way into victory lane.
Thank you.
Let's jump over to the race winner, Alexander Ortega. You find yourself in victory lane for the 5th time this season. Is it good to be back?
Yeah, keeping the streak of checkers or records going.
Well, you do
Well, I mean,
yeah, you exit this one +8 to the cut line, so that has to feel better than entering, what was it, -3 at the beginning?
Yes, it does. Feel pretty good about that. I feel like the chase tracks all line up pretty well for me, and so to come out on a pretty decent gain is a big positive.
I bet. Dark.
I mean, I really do want to add something to this, but there's really not, to me at least, there's not a lot to add. It was a very straightforward race. It didn't feel like, because I mean, well, obviously you had to chase down Suarez for the lead, but simultaneously, as the tire advantage was like, it was well known.
Yep.
So it's very hard to say that it's like it's unexpected. It was expected with how the race played out. But I mean, okay, here's actually something that's worth bringing up. Does it feel good to get a very long green flag run in? I mean, one caution across 75 laps is
I mean, and the caution was like lap
impressive.
one.
Yeah. So it was pretty much the entire race ran green. I mean, that's kind of contrast to how some of the past few races have gone. Does it feel nice to have a race that plays out fully naturally like this?
Absolutely. I mean, whenever we do these long runs, I'm always up near the front, and it always comes back to me, except for Indy. But it's just the long runs. at these kind of tracks, Iowa was the same thing. Pocono, anywhere we go, it's I backed off and I gave up, I think, 4 to 5 seconds during that first 30 lap run at the start of the race. I was on Outerie's bumper there by the time we got to the pit stop. So it was just take care of your tires. Luckily, I ran some races here a little more recently, and kind of knew what to expect with this car and track, and I knew the dirty air was going to be really bad, especially if you crossed it off of exit of 2. And I also knew that bottom was the way to go in 3 and 4. I mean, that bottom lane, nobody wanted to run in it, which meant it had the least amount of rubber in it. And we got late into the run, and that's just how I would make my passes, was the bottom of 1, 3, and 4. And even the bottom of 1 and 2 was really solid there at the end of the race, just because how much rubber was caked into the rest of the track.
I mean, after everyone was running the outside, it seemed like everyone wanted to pass on the outside in a turn 1. That was something that was very early on. Every single move someone would make on the outside turn 1, it never failed.
Yeah, there's a lot of grip there. I mean, and you could kind of run that line without having to get all the way off the gas, and you don't have to use any brakes. You lift like 20% throttle, and you can kind of just roll to somebody's outside, especially if they have to check up a little bit. And that's kind of how I got around Ronan, but a lot of that was fresh tires. You could get side by side, but you wouldn't always clear them. I was able to work the bottom. The car was loose. It drove how I needed it to drive, and could wrap the very bottom in 3 and 4 really, really well, even on the older tires. And I gave myself enough of a lead there before the pit stops, and was in the right position to just let everyone else short pit, and then you give a guy who's good on the long run 10-lap fresher tires, and it's a done deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you built the lead and once you got that late pit stop, I thought it was over, and you proved me right.
For once.
Although Ronan Suarez did throw a very aggressive block there for a second, didn't end up working out.
Yeah, if I didn't go high, I would have just wrecked himself, and that would have been our yellow.
If that's how the yellow happened, I swear.
that would have been very sad.
It would have been over. I would have retired.
on the spot. We also have
mid-race.
We also have in the booth Clinton McDonald, who finished 3rd, rebounded, worked with Kenneth Pikas for a lot of the race as a drafting partner. How was the race?
It was a good race. I'm happy that me and Kenneth can get over our issues we had earlier in the season and work together at a track where it's important.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it helped me out getting to 3rd. He almost got me. If there was a couple more laps near the end there, I think he would have probably passed me for 3rd.
That was probably one of the most fun points during the race, was seeing you guys link up and just. I mean, if I remember correctly, at one point y'all were as low as like 8th and 9th, and then linked up and got all the way up to 3rd and 4th respectively.
Yeah, we were.
So that worked.
We were wasting time like battling each other. I got on the microphone. I told, let's just work together. We're both fast. We can pass these guys, and it worked. We went from maybe 8th, 9th to 3rd and 4th.
I mean, can't complain about that.
Absolutely not. And unfortunately, not a playoff driver this time, but still a good points day, and still, I imagine you'd like to finish as high as possible in the points as you can.
I think that'll put me the top of the non-chase drivers with that result right there.
I'd be surprised if it doesn't. The other ones didn't really have a good race. Brendan Schuett finished a lap down. Michael Wolf did not have a good pit strategy, and Jacob Morrissey ran 15th. That'll be a good points day. Good points day for a lot of drivers.
All right. Well.
Wait.
I.
Wait. You got one more driver.
Nathan Smith. How was your race? I must admit, we were not paying attention to it.
I've got one thing to say, all right,
Uh-oh.
and one thing only.
Oh no.
This Dylan Smith guy,
all
right, is absolutely 100% the worst driver ever. Period.
The Enter Smith rivalry.
All right, it is just not It is just not possible. He passed me, all right, and I had worse tires than him. All right. That's just not possible. You shouldn't be able to do that. All right. That's just illegal. He's cheating. His car is cheating. I ran in 22nd. I only finished one lap down. Hey, shout out my team, which is me. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. So, yeah,
All
we'll
right.
come
Well,
back next week.
the Smith rivalry going forward will be something to keep an eye on. Clearly.
Smith
The two
versus
heavyweights, Smith
So-
versus Smith.
yeah.
Yeah,
Which one's gonna
the
come out on top?
unbelievable battle. This is more exciting than the championship, actually.
I mean,
Really, yeah.
I'd imagine you guys are close on points too. You guys have around the same starts. It'll be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, we're kind of similar in pace, and the only thing is that he doesn't have a hairline. So,
That's true.
I mean, really,
Damn.
I mean, he's also
really,
twice
other
your
than
weight.
that,
He's also twice your weight. So
that's valid. That's valid. This is sort of like the Heim Hocevar beef. If Heim was actually I don't know.
If I'm about to hear a Heim diss, I'm out of here.
Oh, is that a tough subject for you? I'm sorry.
No, I just
I
like
didn't mean
Heim.
to. I didn't mean to get there. You know, like really, it's not like the
That's
Heim Hocevar beef. It's more like the the Hocevar versus Zane Smith beef because really, I'm just sitting here. I'm not phased at all. Okay, and then this guy just shows up and he's like, "Dude, this guy sucks." So
Well, I mean, all right. It'll be something to we'll make sure we keep an eye on it in the broadcast. Can you make sure next race that we have a different points bubble thing where it just shows the positions of Nathan and Dylan Smith.
yes, I will.
We have to have that. It's the who is TJ Clark always beefing with in ARCA until that person
Shane
got banned? I don't
Morris.
remember.
Shane Morris
Shane
until he
Morris.
wrecks himself.
Yeah. Okay. So that maybe it's that level again. But the hate watch on Dylan Smith will have to come into a short end. We'll come to what I believe is our last and final interview. All right. Cool. Interview. Don't know where I was going with that. Kenneth Pikas in the booth with us. A 4th place finish here. An all-around good race from you. I don't remember exactly where you qualified, but I do think you finished higher than where you qualified. So what is the outlook heading into the next race from this?
Well, first off, I qualified 3rd, finished 4th, so you're wrong.
All right.
But anyways.
That happened 3 years ago. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. That was actually a really fun race. I think this is a hot take. I think that's the second most fun I've had in HRL, other than the Cup Atlanta race. I think it was this season. Those setups are really fun. These setups are really fun. I mean, on track, I was basically flawless, in my opinion, for my standards. But on pit road, I blew my pit box twice. And dude, if I didn't do that, I would have had 2nd, 100%, because I probably lost like 3 seconds there. But it's okay. I'll take 4th. It's a good start to the chase. I'll have some momentum going into the next race. Yeah, I mean, I was having a lot of fun working with Quinn and everything. Yeah. I don't have anything else to say.
Well, you came in -15. You exited -22. So how does your mindset go looking forward? As even a good day like this wasn't enough to close the gap.
Well, as I said, I'm just trying to build momentum. And if I got 2nd, I probably would have. Well, I can't really close the gap that much. Alexander Ortega won.
Should have led more laps.
Yeah. Well, I got my lead lap point. That's what I tried to do at the start, and then I just like fell back a little bit trying to save my stuff. But yeah, I don't really care about the gap to the lead. If with some good races, it'll close for sure. I think.
Yeah. I mean, keep getting top 5s. It'll.
Yes, I'm so consistent. I'll probably get those every single race. As long as everybody else chokes, I may get the champ, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Absolutely. And
That's certainly ambitious.
just to touch up on the Smith versus Smith rivalry. Currently, Dylan Smith is ahead of Nathan Smith by 18 points. He's no longer here in the booth, but
Oh, hang on.
It's close.
It could. It's gonna get exciting. There's 4 rounds to go, and the Smith Championship is heating up.
Yeah. Is it? Do you feel strong about Richmond? Do you feel strong about Richmond?
Oh,
Kinda,
me?
because yep.
Oh, I can't lie. I haven't turned a single lap there in iRacing, but as we've seen in Iowa, that doesn't matter. Same with Rockingham. Well, I mean, I finished 13th, but I had the pace to win. You know what I mean in ARCA. But yeah, I'm not worried about having no experience because usually that actually helps me out.
Well, that's good. That's good. Well, after that, it's 3 intermediates, which I'm sure you feel a bit stronger on as you've been to them.
Yes, I'm very excited. I think it's gonna be a fun chase.
All right. Well, it is. Thank you to all of the drivers who came up to have a chat with us in the booth here. What a race it was. And I mean, it's a great outlook going forward in the playoffs. We are hopefully set for a thrilling championship battle. But we have to wait till next week to figure out how it shakes up even more. This was round 1 of the playoffs here in HRL. We will be back next week for ARCA at USA International Speedway, and at 3 p.m. EST, we will be back for Richmond. Thank you for joining us. We've been HRL from Michigan, and we will see you for the next race.